Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Superstar PartyPlex 12 FPS. My name is Mira, and I will be playing the local pizza boy, James Thomas Wright. And with me are two very wonderful people.
Oh, I'm first here. Why am I first? Why am I higher up than Doll? Um,
It's alphabetical.
I gotta set my username to something that is later in the alphabet. Hi, I'm Zen, and I will be playing the mysterious Endo, formerly known as Rylin. Possibly others, depending on how this goes, but mainly the Endo.
Hi, I'm Doll, and as world's gayest, I get to be last in the order. Today we'll be playing Employee of the Month every month, Ajax. Ajax needs a last name sometime. It's so funny hearing people introduce their characters as full name and then there's just Ajax.
Well, to
I
be
mean,
fair,
it's
in
very toony.
yeah, in this game we have the full range because the Endo does not have a name. It's just the title for now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, uh, this is probably gonna be hi, Angst? Question mark? Oh boy. Also spoilers for some of the other FPSs. If you haven't watched those, why are you here? Go watch those first.
hmm Yeah, specifically retracing his footsteps, I think.
Yes, that is the one. I could not for the life of me pull up that memory file. Anyways, I do jazz hands. It is it is a time, the Partyplex. Um, I did words.
Probably like a pretty quiet time at the Partyplex if Ajax and
Uh-huh.
James can both be off the floor for a while with no one
Punch.
noticing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Maybe near closing time or a quiet weekday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Like probably maybe in the middle of the week,
Mhm.
because that's statistically less likely to have traffic
Mhm.
if it's in the middle of the week, because school is a thing.
Yep. It's not animus break yet.
Not yet. But yeah, uh James is going to be looking for Ajax, and when it's kind of super calm and stuff, Doll, where do you think Ajax would be at this time of day?
Well, most of the time you can find him in the arcade, but I think for variation, right now, I think he's over at like the food court area getting a
Okay.
snack because he like just finished a big job and he needs sustenance.
Understandable. I'm going to roll investigation just to see how fast it takes James to find Ajax.
If he gets a bad roll, he just spends like an hour in the arcade looking for him.
Ajax comes back in with half a pizza, like, James, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
I will say that he does look at the arcade first, but with a 23, he very quickly realizes that Ajax is not there, and kind of on his way to check some of the other places he might be, would find him in the food court.
Yeah. He's eating pretzel bites. Pepperoni pretzel
Mm,
bites.
Yum.
Yes.
That just makes me want pizza, except I just ate. So my
Yeah.
brain's like,
I just
no,
ate
no
pizza.
food.
Mm. They're a good, quick snack that tastes good, and they're also easy to slip under his mask without him needing to go into a private room to eat.
Makes sense. So yeah, James has found Ajax and gonna just roll a perception to see if you notice James.
Yeah, okay. James looming in the corner like his dad. Both dads. Both dads loom. This is a fact.
Yep.
God, though, if the frame is too high and it's above his head and the camera has to pan down to see him, though.
Uh-huh. That and he's just very naturally quiet. So
Eh, I think with an 11, Ajax is far too focused on making sure his mask stays covering things while he eats.
mhm. All of a sudden, you kind of glance down because like you're kind of looking for your next pretzel bite, and suddenly there's James.
Well, just like leaning over the table to get in the frame of view.
Yep. Like, and he's standing, so he's not sitting. Like he's short.
Yeah, I think Ajax just does a quiet double take, like glances at James, goes to grab another pretzel bite, and then looks back over and is like, "Oh, hey."
Hey, Ajax. Um, and now he will actually sit down. Kind
Yeah.
of slide into the other side of the table or booth that
Mm,
Ajax is sat at.
mm. I think there's a quiet moment in Ajax's head of like, man, I'm still not used to the height difference.
Yup. How much more pretzel bites does Ajax get?
Probably like just a couple.
Mm-hmm.
He's finished most of the big cup they put the pretzel bites in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. James will kind of relax slightly because he didn't want to interrupt necessarily.
Yeah. Food time is sacred. Everyone knows this.
Especially for James. James holds food time very sacred.
Hmm.
And he kind of fidgets with his sleeve. Just gonna roll perception for him because my boy is paranoid. I can look at. Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Okay, that is a dirty 26. He's mainly just looking to see if he can spot Bailey in the food court.
Nope, Bailey doesn't seem to be here.
Good, good. Just making sure no one will be like paying attention and like tattle on him.
And you also know from being a security guard that the cameras in the food court don't have microphones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he kind of leans forward a little bit, kind of. It's a little bit harder than it used to be.
Yeah. His tummy is hitting the table.
Yep. He's just kind of like, okay, um, kind of need your help with something when you're done, if you're free.
I mean, yeah, I just finished my shift. I've only got like 2 bites left. What do you need?
Oh, where to start? He kind of mutters under his breath. Oh no, where to start? Oh dear. Out of character. Uh, so much. So much has happened. Holy crap.
Mhm.
If Ajax is getting filled in on all the lore he's somehow been dodging like a bullet in the food court, that's gonna be hilarious. Like, just James dumping about like the crazy shit that's been happening that Ajax hasn't been privy to, and he's just there silently eating pretzel bites.
He reaches down for his last pretzel bite and spontaneously turned into popcorn instead
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean they are
gag.
tunes. Yeah, they are
Mhm.
tunes. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I think rule of funny, James is gonna do exactly that.
Oh man, and Ajax is dodging it all so well too.
Yep. But yeah, he kind of finishes with, and now I've got an endo in a project room that no one's using that needs a voice box repair. So we can figure out exactly what Bailey's doing with them.
So for players' sake, what all does he know now?
Yeah. He knows obviously about James getting the endo and where he found it. Does he
Mm-hmm.
know about
I
James's
don't know where he
suspicions?
found it.
Oh, Bailey's project room.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah, good call up. Yeah, let's. What are the facts? You don't have to word it like how James would word it, but like.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, so he kind of goes over the fact that Bailey has been acting suspicious alongside um suspicions about Bailey, the endo, needing kind of to confirm what the endo knows. Also, the poor thing deserves a working voice box if you can. um Probably a little bit about hmm, probably not necessarily the terrors, because that's a little too much for the situation right now when it hasn't been necessary quite yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they probably don't have
But he
anything to do with this.
probably.
You can never be certain when it comes to the basement, but.
But yeah, he would also bring up the fact that Casey's dad is missing, and that the last person seen with Casey's dad was Bailey. Again, suspicious. Also, the endo probably has some kind of recording or something if we can just get the communication. I am gonna roll to see if James will mention that it's the endo formerly known as Rylin, with
I'm
Rylin's
going to say here and now it is
body.
imperative that you don't tell him or he's not coming along. And the FPS will
Okay,
not
okay.
happen.
All right. In that case, he will conveniently plot relatedly forget to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Also,
Yeah.
for the sake of this, Casey's dad is a technician named Dave, who Ajax you might know. You know a lot of people. He
I mean,
works in tech.
hmm, if they're both technicians, then yeah, he probably knew the guy decently well.
Mm-hmm. And he's been missing for like a month.
Yeah. Ajax has probably been worried about him and getting confirmation that he's still very much missing. Not good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Yeah,
James mainly frames it as, we think the endo knows something. We need a way to fix the endo enough that we can get communication and know what the endo wants as well.
Yeah. I'm I'm trying to remember what all Ajax knows already, because he was in a lot of different plot lines mildly. So I'm just like, I mean, he's got to know the Rainbow Rabbit exists. That was the thing that
Yes.
went out to everybody. I'm trying to
Mhm.
remember if he knows about child murder being a thing that has happened.
I mean, he knows. I feel like he knows at this point. He knows about Amelia. He went into
Yeah,
Amelia's
so yeah.
cabinet, so
Yeah.
he knows
Yeah,
But
the
he
so
also
he.
ghosts
probably would have known that James had to go on leave for a little bit.
Hmm.
because something
So
Because
bad
yeah,
they're
there's
friends.
happened.
probably there's probably just a moment of him like fixing his mask now that he's done eating, setting his cup to the side, putting his hands together, and like that motion of like putting together, fingers up,
Mhm.
and he's just
Mhm.
like, okay, so that's a lot. What the hell have I
Yeah.
been missing?
Um a lot. There is a lot that's been going on.
I, I think he's weakly just gonna joke. And here I thought it was bad when I took a break.
James kind of laughs a little bit.
Ajax just
But
can't take a vacation ever. Ever, ever, ever.
no,
Even if you're
everything
here, you
goes
can
to
be.
shit.
Mhm. Even if you're here, you can be out of the loop.
Mhm.
Yeah, but still.
Ajax basically doing the pizza guy meme where like he comes in and
Yeah,
everything's on fire.
yeah. That just happens every time he takes a break, so he just can't take vacation. Everything will go to shit. But yeah, I think he's just quietly processing it all.
Mhm.
It's like one of the staff members apparently is potentially the serial killer that's been plaguing this workplace he loves so much. Jesus Christ.
James will warn that he doesn't have physical proof. Just
Yeah, but also Ajax trusts James so much. Obviously, he's gonna believe him.
eh, that means a lot to him.
No,
Aww.
good. Yeah, there's just a loading screen on Ajax's mask as he processes all of this.
Less.
Hmm. Uh, I think once he's decided, okay, I'm gonna put all of that to the side for now, and I can process it when I get home and have the proper time and resources for it. Right now, my friend needs my help. So he's gonna go, I I'll see what I can do. Just I guess take me to where it is.
Yeah, just I'm not really mechanically inclined, and yeah, thanks, Ajax. This means a lot.
I mean, means a
Yeah,
lot that you'd go to me first too.
he smiles and like kind of stands up and helps Ajax clean up his snack trash and stuff.
Mm.
And then he would start leading Ajax to where Nova has made a new room because we kind of figured that Nova would help with the situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, the perks of being friends with the building.
Yup.
Mm-hmm. You can you can hide a whole ass endo in the wall.
Yeah,
In a room that nobody's gonna go looking for because it didn't exist yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just imagining like they go and find the room and Ajax Smiley like, when was this door here? And then
Um,
shakes it off because that happens so much that he's just had to get used to it.
good thing he shook it off because James is awful at lying.
Yeah. Listen, Ajax has been the employee of the month here for a while. I think he's gotten used to the fact the building is weird. It'd be weird if he didn't get used to it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Just
James, I'm gonna roll stealth for him to see if just making sure they don't get caught on camera and stuff. That is a nat 20, okay.
Oh boy.
James just abusing the fact Ajax is on roller skates and like scooting him around specifically to avoid more blind spots.
Yep, yep, that's basically what happens. Like, it just. Yeah.
He's
I
on
still
wheels,
can't.
might as well use it.
I still can't believe that was a nat 20. Okay. Yeah. No cameras spot them.
Nope. I get the feeling there's no cameras pointed at the door to this new room anyway, because the whole
Yeah.
point of it is to be secret. Um, for the
Yeah.
Yep.
listening, for the
Also, for for the people listening to the recording, Penguin said something beautiful. Introducing the all new rollable twink TM.
My gosh.
Beautiful. But yeah, you definitely do
Oh.
not get caught on camera making your way to the project room.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. And then we get to a nondescript project room door. We're here. Oh boy.
Yep.
Man. Yeah, James will guide Ajax in.
Yep.
Ajax, you want to roll perception?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Of like, does he recognize who the fuck this is? Because how badly has Rylan's endoskeleton been messed with?
Um, it's not great. He's got none of his costume on, but he does have the frame for the ears still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I did roll a straight 4, so I think we've got a little time before
He
it
realizes.
happens.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a very very bare bones endo that's got like it look you're in a normal ass project room. The only thing of note is the endo sitting on the workbench, which looks to be deactivated. Um, and it looks extremely stripped bare. There's no costume on it. There's no nothing on it. It's just
Yeah.
yeah. No
Yeah, I
wonder
think
this
Ajax
thing's
would be like,
broken.
"Yeesh." Yeah, I think Ajax is just gonna mutter like, yeesh, who's been scrapping this for parts?
Bailey.
Right. And she did a very thorough job. Yeesh.
Yeah, the poor guy is not doing great. Like I said, new voice box needed.
Yeah. I think he's gonna roll in closer and like start examining it. And he's like, "Yeah, this poor guy needs a lot of TLC."
Yeah, you want to roll investigation as you get a closer look?
Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do.
14. Alright, alright. Um, yeah, as you start to take a closer look at this endo, it's certainly missing a voice box, but also missing a lot more. Like, the only things still on this endo are the frame and the basic mechanics to, like, move the joints. There's no, chips plugged in for, like, personality and skills and memory. It's got no eyes, it's got, like, absolutely nothing. Even the like endos that hang out in the hallway to be used at short notice have more on them than this. It looks like,
Mm,
yeah, absolutely someone was scrapping this for parts pretty much. And like
yeah,
James mentioned like this thing
mm,
being active, this thing could not be active in this state.
yeah. I want to roll an insight or like wisdom to see if Ajax can have a thought. Because
Mhm.
I've had a thought that I think he would have. And yeah, he's having it because it's a 19. So he's just gonna like finish looking at it, slowly turn to James, is like, okay, this thing's haunted.
Oh,
Because it could not function in this state. It doesn't have. Basically, an animatronic's got its own kind of quote unquote soul with like memory, personality, all sorts of other chips that make up who they are. There is no who in this equation. This is just a body. So if this has been functioning on its own, it's not because of the mechanics.
James kind of has a "oh fuck" expression on his face because he
Yep.
has a theory. He has a theory on who this might be.
Yeah, and if you'd like, you could roll insight on Ajax right now.
Yep, we're gonna roll insight on the Ajax. 15.
15. Yeah, so he definitely is a little stressed at the idea of haunted animatronic endo, but also it's not affecting him as bad as it might be for some random techie, because he's I don't know if James knows about Amelia's cabinet, but he's definitely dealt with ghost possessing technology before, aside from Ezra. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not as scary to him as it might be to someone who hasn't dealt with it before.
Makes sense.
You both want to roll a perception?
Yep.
Yep, yep, we can do perception. That's a thing. 18.
This is gonna be funny, depending on how you frame this. Because
Alright.
Ajax is looking at James.
Yeah, Ajax is busy looking at James. Meanwhile, James, out of the corner of his eye, has noticed the endo, fairly quietly raise its head and look at Ajax.
Mm. Oh boy! Oh boy!
Boy. James will orient his attention to our nameless endo friend, question mark.
Mm-hmm. It's
Kind
just
of.
looking at Ajax.
Alright, James is gonna try and roll an insight on the endo, see if he can read any body language. 16.
I mean, this thing's very hard to read on account of lacking of everything. But
Mm-hmm.
uh this does not appear to be a stare of disbelief. Where'd you get that idea from? It seems to be more of a, oh, you get it. Like, Ajax is on the right path.
Ajax is really, really smart when put into situations for some reason, but also so goddamn oblivious. It's beautiful. He gets everything and
Great.
nothing done.
Man. Yeah, James kind of just goes, oh, what does he say? He just kind of, he kind of just, because he has a theory. As
A
I
game
gesture at
theory.
Gotham. I gesture at Gotham. There's probably unrestful spirits there too that the birds have kind of run into in their
Hmm.
investigations.
Mhm.
Because like we're in a D&D world.
Mhm.
Yeah. Situations happen all the time. It's the law.
Yep, all the time, so many times. And he just kind of goes, "Are you Casey's dad?" To the endo.
Mhm. I think the endo's head like snaps to face James very quickly in a sort of unsettling way. And
Ugh.
then it like slowly and very awkwardly nods its head.
I don't think Ajax missed that.
Mhm.
No, James was very obvious as he talked to the endo.
Yeah, so I think there's just like a look from Ajax of like, oh shit, oh no, because that that that's his buddy. His buddy is apparently dead. More trauma for him to process later.
Mhm. Oh, and the endo trying to speak and making that horrible garbled like metal on metal noise because no voice box.
Hmm. Yeah, Ajax flinches back and then leans forward and like lightly pats his arm. Is like, okay, take it easy, buddy. Ye- I'm gonna fix you up, and then you'll have a much easier time talking. Okay?
Another very awkward nod from him that if you want to roll insight,
I
you both
will.
can.
I
Yeah.
also wish to roll insight. Ooh,
Ugh,
21 from James.
yeah,
Oh boy.
19 from Ajax. Ajax is really, really competent when you get him into a situation. It's getting him in that's the problem.
Mhm. So yeah, you could both tell that like moving the endo is kind of difficult on account of it he
Mhm.
can't really use any of the endo's inbuilt systems because they're not there, so it's sheer force of will to make this thing move. So the
Yeah.
nodding is takes some effort.
Hmm. Ajax comfortingly rubs its arm for a minute before going like, "Okay, do you have any parts in here that we can work with?"
Should we roll investigation?
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, would Nova stock the room with parts? It feels like she might. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, roll investigation to find him.
James got a 15.
And I got a nat 23.
Woo!
Ajax
Boy.
is so locked in. Employee of the month for real.
Yeah.
Go Ajax!
I feel like Ajax is like immediately checking the places where he keeps his own tools and spare parts and stuff, and just, yeah, this room is stocked exactly the way he would have stocked it.
Yeah, I think he's mad. He's like, hey, this is like perfect. It's just like how I style my room. Did you do this in advance?
I mean, rolling deception. Don't mind me. Okay. Like, his deception isn't as bad as it used to be, but I wiggle my
He's
hand.
learned to get better at lying via working at the PartyPlex, where so many secrets exist.
He's relearning how to lie, is the
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
And he kind of goes, yeah. I just kind of grabbed what I thought would be useful.
Can we
I
roll
mean, you did
insight
it
against
perfectly.
that?
We've got everything we need in here.
You can roll insight if you want, if Ajax wants.
He's not gonna. He trusts you.
I mean, the endo is giving him a weird look because, yeah, 14 insight. James hasn't brought parts in here since the endo got here. He knows James didn't do that while it was in here.
The the endo
James
probably doesn't know how the
smiling.
parts got in here.
James just kind of smiling and just please don't question it at the endo, like silently. Like, please don't question it. Please don't question it. Please don't question it.
The endo is just looking at him.
Ajax notices none of this. He's too busy pulling things out.
James's smile is very strained.
Mm. So I guess Ajax is gonna start tinkering.
Boy, you want to roll a Tinker Tools roll?
Yep. What's my modifier to Tinker Tools? Efficiency, so it's a +3.
I think Tinker is like dexterity based.
Yeah, I feel like it's sleight of hand plus your tool proficiency if you're proficient.
Ah. He's so good at being a technician. This is why he was hired.
Go Ajax.
So I think he's gonna focus first on like helping the rabbit. He doesn't know it's a rabbit, but he's gonna be helping it like move. So putting in the stuff so that the poor ghost doesn't have to sheer force of will it to move. Cause yeesh, that's gotta suck.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the voice is after he puts in the basic movement stuff.
Yay. Anything cosmetic like the eyes, any form of covering, or just the sheer function for now?
I think at first sheer function, and then maybe eyes at least. None of the coverings, because he doesn't think that's important right now. Right now, it's just getting this guy functional.
Mm-hmm.
But eyes would be nice for expressiveness, so he does get the eyes out. And I don't know
Yeah.
if he recognizes the eyes
Well,
in the heat of the moment.
they wouldn't be Ryland's eyes. They're just spare eyes
Yeah.
of some sort. There's probably a variety there to choose from.
There's probably a little scene of after giving the rabbit the ability to move, of him like holding up different sets of eyes, seeing which one the rabbit likes. Because it's his body now, even if he's dead, he's got a new body, so at least should get to help choose what he wants on it. It's
Mm-hmm.
common courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He picking the same color eyes that he had when he was alive. He, which I don't know what that is, but brown probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think Ajax would pick up on that. He's like, that's a good choice, something familiar, as he puts him in.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like once he has some dexterity with his hands back, he's like helping Ajax do the things that are within his reach as well. Because he's a
Oh,
technician too.
yeah, technician buddies.
Yeah. Do you want to roll
I,
another investigation while you're up close and personal working on this endo?
yeah, I would love to. Give me a second. I'm doing great.
Yeah, 17. Um, as you're, working with this endo, putting the pieces on, you notice this is like an older model of endoskeleton than what is currently being made and worked on. Um, so this is definitely an older model, maybe even one of the original models. And then as you're putting the eyes in, notice, oh, this thing has antenna, or are those supposed to be the skeleton for long ears?
I think there's a slow feeling of dread that he's ignoring because his his friend is in need of putting back together. Obviously, he's going to focus on that, but something in his gut is bubbling up with dread, and he doesn't know why.
Man.
Oh boy.
If the voice box he gets to put in is a copy of Rylan's voice box, I think that is when it's going to go to shit specifically.
Yeah, almost certainly not though. It's probably the
Hmm.
uh same sort of default flat staff bot voice that Chip
Hmm.
got fitted with.
Yeah.
Because there's just like tons of those voice boxes lying around versus the face animatronics have custom stuff.
Hmm. So yeah, there's just this weird feeling of dread that he doesn't understand.
Mm-hmm. Striking a
He
chord in a
doesn't
bad
get
way.
what. Yeah, he doesn't get why his hands are a tiny bit shaky as he's putting the voice box in, because like it's messing up his flow. Calm down.
Man.
Man. Oh, I do think James would be like offering to help fetch things for the two of them, like kind of being like the helpful errand boy.
Oh,
Aw.
thanks, James.
Can I roll insight on Ajax as he's like starting to low key
Yeah,
freak out a bit?
yeah.
A 2. No.
As no, yeah. Poor guy is also focused on the job.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I gave James a possibility. What does a 14 give him
14.
on insight?
Ajax is very worried about his technician friend because his technician friend had a family who's definitely been missing him. He's had a lot of people who've been missing him, and he's like, oh, internally, he's like, oh god, this poor man. He's gonna have so much he needs to be filled in on. We need to probably teach him how to use this body properly. Maybe we could get one of the other animatronics to help. That kind of sort of thought is what you can kind of read from his face of like trying to focus on how to help.
Mm-hmm. But like, does James kind of pick up on the shakiness a little bit, or is that kind of a higher roll?
Higher roll.
Okay,
You
just
you
wanted to
just
double
know
check.
that You just know that Ajax is worried about someone he knew.
Aww,
Man,
man.
holding Ajax so soft.
Yeah.
He cares. This is a core part of his character.
Yes.
And we love it. We love to see it.
Mm-hmm. We do. I feel like after the voice box is in, um, there is a noise from the endo, and instead of the horrible metal screeching, it's like click, 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 and then like a hum, and then like uh maybe like some kind of drone from the voice box, because that's not how tuned voice boxes work. That's machinery. He's not
Yeah.
quite sure how to use
I
it
mean,
yet.
yeah, I think Ajax is like, this is definitely going to be a learning curve, but hey, and as he makes a weak joke of like, at, at least since you're a technician, you know it a little bit better than someone else, right?
Yeah, I think the hum stops and he like nods. And hey, that
Yeah.
doesn't look like it's taking all of his effort to do anymore. It's still a little bit stiff
Yippee!
and awkward, but
Yeah.
Success.
Hey, Ajax is reassuring him, like, yeah, we'll get you up and working in no time.
oh, he gives a thumbs up.
Ajax thumbs up back. God, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's gonna go horrible.
Mood. Mood. I mean, Ajax could probably roll another perception since
Mhm.
he's still talking to the endo, to Dave,
He
I
could.
guess.
Mhm.
Dave and Buster's. Okay,
Mhm.
my roll.
15. Hmm. Maybe I'll do something to give uh Ajax a little advantage, cuz so far Dave has been sitting on the table nicely, still not moving much so as to
Mhm.
facilitate the repairs, but with all of
They
the
gotta test
parts,
out the legs eventually.
yeah,
Yeah.
slipping down off of the table to stand uh on his own question mark 2 legs. They're his now.
There's now.
Mhm. So yeah, you can roll again at advantage to see if this particular animatronic sort of looming over you sparks anything familiar.
Apparently it does. I think the thing that probably makes the memory spark is if Dave reaches out towards Ajax for any reason.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh gosh. Would he? Maybe he does reach out to like pat Ajax's shoulder and like, hey, thanks for helping me out.
Yeah. It's like for Ajax, there's a small time slow thing of like Dave reaching out and then he blinks and he's somewhere else. He's out in the regular PartyPlex and there's a rabbit in front of him. And that rabbit does not mean him well. And he knows this. And he can't do a damn thing about it. And when he blinks again, oh, that's what the endo's from. Why is it so hard to breathe? And Dave and James get to see basically a switch flipped in Ajax where you almost touch his shoulder and he immediately falls back, skates slipping out from under him, and he's very much panicking and
Oh,
like quickly
Rolling.
rolling, like scooting back against the wall as fast as he can
and
and shaking.
Dave immediately is stepping back as far as he can and like pulling his hands, backing up like, whoa, whoa. I didn't mean to like startle you. He's trying to give Ajax distance.
Good, that's
James
what he needs.
James was trying to catch Ajax, but I think he manages to kind of slip on by,
Yeah.
and he's just like, "Oh shit, Ajax, are you okay?"
You just hear very panicked hyperventilating as he's refuses to look away from Dave, and he just very shakily managed to get out. Rylin, that kind of thing.
Oh.
Okay, I'm rolling history to see if that will help James remember.
Did he ever put it together in the first place? I wonder. I don't remember.
I think it came up in the when they went to confront Mark,
Yeah,
whatever game
Mm-hmm.
that was. So, can I roll for Dave?
yeah, you can roll for Dave. I think Dave, out of all people, probably would have learned that sooner than others
Oh
because they were
boy.
working together so often.
Yeah, 18. I feel like yeah, maybe this has come up in conversation before cuz Rylin was Dave's favorite animatronic, but I feel like if he ever brought that up, Ajax might have had a weird reaction.
Yeah, and then Ajax having to explain it's nothing against Dave, it's just a thing happened that he told Dave about as a moment of trust.
Oh. So yeah,
James
Dave like pauses for a moment, clearly remembers something, and then is just like backing up further and pressing himself against the wall and um honestly might turn and face the wall so that he's not looking at Ajax doesn't feel like he's looking at him.
He puts himself in the timeout corner.
Mhm.
James, meanwhile, has kind of scrambled over to Ajax's side and kind of just hesitates before actually touching Ajax and goes, "Ajax, Ajax, it's breathe. You
Yeah,
need
you
to
touch
breathe."
him and he like flinches violently and still refuses to look away from Rylin.
Okay, okay, okay. No touching right now. That's okay. Ajax, I need you to breathe. Follow me. In, and he inhales.
Yeah.
Does Ajax follow?
No, he shakes his head. It's just like I can't, I can't, I can't.
Okay, I'm not gonna let Rylin hurt you.
Eh, Did James put it together? You got a low roll.
He did, but like, there's Rylin, like, he's going on a limb here. He doesn't actually know.
Mhm. I mean, Ajax did
Mhm.
suddenly start freaking out and calling Dave Ryland, so
Yeah.
he's obviously
No, it's reasonable. I was just
Mhm.
wondering if James knew why, or if he just knew, oh, he's freaking out. Something bad happened.
He knows that Ajax is freaking out and Rylin is involved. he's going on a
Yeah.
limb here. He doesn't know if it's
Yeah.
actually right. He's just
Yeah.
trying to triage the situation.
Yeah.
You're okay. I'm not going to let him hurt you.
Yeah. I think he starts attempting and failing to take deep breaths, and like his hands scramble for his mask.
Um, I think at this point James wouldn't stop Ajax from taking off the mask, but he would close his eyes
Yeah. Like
because
there's
he's
two reasons he's doing it. One is like the instinctive urge to make sure his quote unquote face is there. So like there's a small comfort in the mask being there, but there's also a horrible pain of that's not his face.
mm-hmm,
So the pain of that's not his face, and also the fact he's having trouble breathing is why he takes it off.
mm-hmm. But James knows that Ajax doesn't necessarily want people to look at his face,
Mm-hmm.
so he closes his eyes
Yeah.
and goes, I know you're taking your mask off. It'll be harder for me to help you if I keep my eyes closed. But if you need me not to see, my eyes closed. Okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll something to see what he decides on that point.
Oh boy.
Okay. 13. So the small, still logical part of Ajax is not very present right now, but realizes that, yeah, he's not gonna do hot if he doesn't have help. He didn't do hot last time, and he had help. So I think while he's still panicking, his hand reaches out and latches onto James. And he can't get the words out, but you get the sense of if it's you, you can look.
Man, man.
He needs his friend right now, like he needed his sister back then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. James will open his eyes because he is an insightful boy like that.
Hmm. It's not a pretty sight.
Mm. What exactly is James looking at? Because I don't know what's under the mask.
A significant lack of face. That's what.
Okay, but
I
I don't know if that's
yeah.
smooth. Like, what
I know.
exactly does that mean?
I'm trying to decide that right now because it's always flip flop for me whether it was toony lack of face or serious.
I mean, it could, because he's a toon, it could also fluctuate based on the mood of the scene, and this is a pretty serious scene, so you could always say he
Yeah,
has scarring now, but later in a lighthearted moment it's smooth.
yeah. So yeah, since it's such a serious moment, it's definitely like it's not the same kind of grotesque bloody red that would happen if it was, you know, the actual moment of when it got ripped off, but it's definitely extremely scarred up and messed up. Like It's very obvious his face got ripped off. And it's very obvious why he wears that mask.
Does he still have like eyes and stuff under the mask, or is it just flat skin?
No, he has eyes. It's the rest of
Okay.
it that's all messed up. He can still see.
Okay,
Okay.
I've had this question for so long. Because when you
Yeah,
say his
yeah,
face got
no, his
ripped off as a toon, his facial features are on the cutting board there too.
yeah, no, like there's definitely facial features that I think are either extremely messed up or are gone, but he still has eyes, at the very least. He can see.
Mhm.
Just so I kind of know what to picture when you say face ripped off, does he still have skeletal structure underneath? Or is that gone
Yeah.
too?
No, there's skeletal structure. That's kind of the problem too.
Okay. Did he get any parts of his jaw removed at all?
Maybe parts of the flesh, but not the bone.
Mhm.
Okay. Mainly, I'm just trying to construct it in my head. I assume that there is more of a nose hole than actual
Yeah.
nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Okay. Pictures starting to form.
yeah, and then does he
Yeah.
have like scar tissue skin grafts, or is it still just like exposed muscle or something?
I mean, cause it's Toon and it's like big things affect the design, and also this is an extremely serious moment, and also in my head, it's not been fixed up well. Like they
Oh
fixed it to
boy.
where he's not hurting at the hospital, but he's a Toon, and that was major moment forcing a
Mm-hmm.
redesign. So it's very not pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Poor
So,
Ajax.
like, if there are scars where grafts were, there's probably keloid scars,
Mm.
probably discoloration as well with the scarring.
It's just it's not nice to look at is the whole of it.
Mhm.
Do
I
you
think
want Ajax roll insight?
Okay.
I think it would be so fun if the scars of the initial claw marks are still visible.
Oh, absolutely.
Hee 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 hee.
Like probably if you took off that choker, there'd probably be some scarring too, because he has
Mm-hmm.
to have stuff to help him speak. So obviously something in his throat got messed up.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, insight. What's your insight? Yeah, okay. He is having a panic attack, but I think the part of him that's so incredibly not okay about his face is laser focused on how your reaction is.
Where?
There is, with an 18, you notice that there is a sort of sadness in his gaze that is not pity. It's, I am sorry that this happened kind of feeling.
Mm.
But most of it is genuine love and compassion for you, Ajax.
Oh.
As he goes, "Oh, buddy, you're okay. I know it doesn't feel okay, but you're okay."
Yeah. He's got your hand on a in a death grip and tears and tears forming in his eyes as he tries again to take deep breaths and calm down.
James kind of takes his free hand and kind of just very, very gently cups Ajax's very scarred cheek.
Mm. There's There's definitely a moment of hesitation before he leans into it.
I know it doesn't feel like it now, but you're going to be okay. Going to be okay, Ajax. And his other hand that's being held in this death grip, he kind of shifts it so he can hold Ajax's hand and give it a squeeze.
Oh, James beloved.
Also, with an 18, you get the feeling that James has seen other people with injuries like this before.
Hmm.
Not just with Luke, with how he hides his skin. You get the feeling that wherever he came from got him. There are people just like Ajax that James cares about very much. And he does not think that you are repulsive or horrific. He is sad that you have gone through these injuries, and he grieves for the pain that you felt.
Oh,
But he looks at you and sees his friend, mask or no
oh,
mask,
oh,
and he
James.
is here for you.
Oh,
And
James,
he
best
loves
boy
you so
confirmed.
much. He loves you so much.
Oh, James is the best. We all love James.
And like
Yeah.
he kind of gets up on his knees a little bit and just kind of very, very gently presses his forehead against Ajax's and goes,
Oh,
"It's okay. Breathe with me. That's all you
he
have to
does.
do. Breathe with me."
Yeah.
And he leads
I,
Ajax through some breathing exercises.
yeah. I think there's a part of him that's thinking about his sister during all this, because obviously she couldn't be with him during the incident and immediately after because he was, at the hospital getting helped.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely when he was visitable, she did things like this. So it makes him think of her.
Well, that's good. But yeah, also with that 18, you get the feeling that like James cares so much about you.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit more than just like what could be quantified as pure friendship, but it's not romantic at the same time. Like
Yeah.
it's on the same level of intensity as a romantic feeling, but it's
Yeah.
just love.
Mhm.
Deeply platonic love for you.
He's so sweetie.
He is.
Mm. I don't think Ajax is focused on that right now, though. He's very much focused on
Mm-hmm.
breathing,
Yep.
calming down.
I I figured, but like it's kind of like one of those registering motivations for
Yeah.
why he's reacting the way he is.
Yeah. I think I think once he does calm down, he's just internally reminding himself, this is Dave. Ryland's not there. I saw Ryland's not there. He couldn't be. This is Dave. I trust Dave. I like Dave. Dave is my buddy. Dave would not hurt me. And eventually he does calm down enough to let go and grab his mask and put it back on.
James kind of shifts, so he's kind of sitting by Ajax's side and kind of just wraps his arm around his friend, giving
Oh,
him a side hug, giving him support.
yeah. Once Ajax has his mask on and is calmed down, I think he's gonna call it as like, I'm sorry, Dave. It's not your fault you're in that body. I just, you know, you know why that happened. You can turn around now.
Yeah, Dave, like, has cautiously turns around. He's still keeping his distance from Ajax just in case, but, like, he does nod at the, like, you can understand why. You can roll
Yeah.
insight if you'd like.
I shall, I shall.
James will also roll insight. James got an 18.
Yippee! I also got an 18.
Oh boy. Well, that makes it easy. Because you'll both get the same answer, which is, yeah, Dave understands why Ajax panicked because he knows about Ajax's bad experience with Rylin, but also seems to have maybe some personal experience with why this Rylin endoskeleton would be so scary to see getting up in your face.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh, James doesn't want to ask, but he's probably gonna have to.
I was gonna say Ajax should ask. Yeah, I think there's just a moment of solidarity as Ajax is like, did she use the endo to hurt you? To do this?
Yeah, and he nods again. And kind of like
Ooh.
holds up a hand in such a way that it does not look like it's coming for Ajax and sort of like points at it because sharp claws, the endos don't typically come with those.
Ooh.
They were modded on at
Yeah,
some
there's only
point.
very there's only specific endos that like come with sharp claws. The only one I can think of is Jackie because she's a different endo type.
Yeah. And
Yeah, so
James.
James might remember seeing blood in the little
Yep.
little spaces of the endo's hands.
Yep. He kind of makes just like a wounded noise as he realizes. Because like I remembered that and like he immediately thought about it as soon as the endo kind of gestured with its hand a little with his
yeah,
hand, and he's just like, oh,
yeah. I
Dave, I'm
think
so
with
sorry.
Ajax, I think Ajax doesn't say much, but you do see his hands like curl into fists and like the kind of look of offense on someone else's behalf crosses his face because he got hurt by Rylin attacking him, and now another technician and a friend got hurt worse by Rylin being used by someone for this fucked up reason. And now the minor thought is crossing his head of, would Rylin have done that first one on his own? Or is this a pattern bigger than he knew?
James would
Oh
kind of
boy.
squeeze Ajax a little bit and go, Rylin wasn't in control when he attacked you. The
Yeah,
heart
I
was
think
behind
that's
it.
probably the the nail in the coffin of making it click for Ajax that, oh, what happened to Dave happened to him on a lesser scale.
Yep.
Oh, he probably knows now who did this to him. Ooh, he's having thoughts.
Yeah, it wasn't Ryland's fault directly. Ryland was just being used as a weapon by,
Hmm.
well, it seems Bailey.
Yeah, there's a lot of thoughts running through his head. If anyone wants to roll insight.
James does.
Sure, Dave will too. He also, by
Dirty
the way,
28.
like, lets his hands drop and sort of shrugs it off. He is not taking this quite as hard as you two.
Mm-hmm.
That's a net 20 from Dave, who I'm just rolling him flat d20s for everything. He doesn't have a sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, both of you definitely get that thing of clicking of him going, oh, Bailey did this to me. And he's definitely going through all the interactions he's had with her. There's just a quiet offense building up in his gut of like, she did this to me. And then she did it again, but worse. To someone like me. She did this to me and acted like she was a friend. Or at least a friendly coworker.
God,
She
imagine.
did this to me. She did this to Dave. She's done so many things to so many innocent kids. And he's not stupid. He can put two and two together. She's hurt so many of his friends. How dare she? Is basically what's going through him right now.
Hey, how fucked up would it be if Bailey had shown up to Ajax's hospital room with Get Well flowers after that, the Rylin incident? 'Cause she
So
would.
fucked up and good. Yeah, I. That's probably the last thing that runs through his head of remembering her in his hospital room when he was that vulnerable to basically make a little joke for herself. And he's thinking of every single person he knows that she's hurt, including Amelia. And Ajax is a chill guy. He's understanding, he's caring. Ajax is angry. Ajax is angry in a way he hasn't been, and he can't remember how long. Because one thing about Ajax that he shares with me is he doesn't like injustice. It messes with him severely. It's autism. It's like that.
Mhm.
This is the most unfair thing he can remember dealing with ever. And when you find something that's unfair, you have to put it right. He wants to put this right. Not for himself, but for everyone that's been hurt.
Man.
And I will say James kind of shifts, so he's like looking like at Ajax and kind of just gently holds him by the shoulders and goes, "We can't move yet. We need actual physical proof to get her locked up."
I know that. I know that.
I know.
And
Just I want you to be careful because emotions can get the better of us, even when we try not to.
yeah, he just pats James on the hand and shifts so he's standing up and he's like, takes a big breath and is like, Dave, we've still got work to do. You should get back on the table. And he starts focusing in on the things he needs to fix Dave again. Because he can't deal with Bailey right now, but the one thing he can deal with is helping Dave. That's one thing he can do to set something right. And he's going to do it now.
Mhm. Dave, seeing how determined he is, just like nods and hops back up on the table.
Yeah. Ajax is locking in like never seen before. He's going to make this rabbit so functional.
And James is right behind, willing to help.
Mm-hmm.
He is
I think
a little
honestly
fetcher.
Ajax would even like talk to Dave about potentially making a custom endo like coverings and body for Dave because he's custom made animatronics before. He knows how to make that kind of stuff. He can customize this animatronic for Dave if he wants.
Yeah, which Dave is very interested in. You can roll insight.
I shall. Ajax really is the best person for this. Dude has just got all the skills needed to make this the best body possible.
Mhm.
James also rolled insight.
Yeah, he's done it before. Yeah, 18 and 17. Yeah. Dave knows how scary the endo can be. James will remember how terrified Casey was of the endo, and Dave very much does not want to be that scary, especially to scare Casey.
He just kind of softens a little bit and reaches over to pat Dave on the metal shoulder and go, Ajax will fix that.
Oh man, just these two technicians really have so much in common.
Mhm.
Because they both have parts of them that they can't control that are terrifying to others that they don't want to be terrifying with, so they make something to cover it up.
Aww. Yeah, when James says Ajax will help, Dave just nods like he's fully confident in Ajax being able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
That just makes James beam up at Dave. Cause
Yeah, Dave,
yeah, that's his buddy. Yeah.
yeah, Dave's seen firsthand the kind of stuff Ajax can do. I wouldn't be surprised if Dave knew about the triplets project.
Oh boy.
Even if he doesn't even if he doesn't fully know if Ajax made them, he probably like heard Ajax talking about making some animatronics of his own, and, like saw blueprints and stuff.
Oh boy. Man, they were friends. God.
They
They
were
were
friends.
uh,
Mhm. I feel like Dave is trying to sketch out some ideas for the shell, the outer bit, and like
mhm.
looking down at drawing of like rabbit, consideringly, and then sort of like crossing out the ears and looking at the two of you with like a raised eyebrow, because like there's been quite a few bad rabbits around here. Maybe he shouldn't be a rabbit.
Yeah, I think Ajax sees that as like, if you want me to make you something else, I can.
James first thought cat ears, maybe?
They're
He
a little
doesn't
big.
know.
They're a little big for that.
He does a shrug.
Mhm.
Ajax just said if he wants to be a different animal, he can make him a different animal.
Mhm. Yeah.
It'll take a lot of work, but he can change the endo. He can modify it.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like either the ear skeleton would be reflavored as like antenna for something, or just taken off entirely, but
Hmm.
it is a bigger modification than adding in parts that work.
Yeah. And unfortunately, humanized isn't really an option because this is one of the animal member mottos, not, I mean, animal member endos, not an endo like Jackie's, so it'd be way harder to make it look human.
Yeah, the frame is just built to have big bulky costume over it, not to
Hmm.
be human scale, so yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's a good thing there are another Jackie endos in existence, because that'd be weird, I think, having
Yeah.
Jackie endos around.
Hmm. A Jackie Endo controlled by Rara would be terrifying to face.
Yeah,
Oh, uh,
Jackie being controlled by Rawa would also be terrifying to face.
Mhm, mhm.
don't give the DM more scary ideas. I say, sillily.
Yeah, don't let the DM use the clown in any capacity.
Quick, hide your knives. Hide the
Yeah,
knives.
she is capable of many things, so it's a good thing she's on our side.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Yeah, and I don't have thoughts about how this Ender is going to be redesigned, so we won't get into specifics here. I'll try to think of something
Mm-hmm.
before he's next in another game, but
Yeah.
mhm.
And hey, Ajax has plenty of experience hiding animatronics.
Mhm.
So even if they can't just go up to management like, "Hey, I built you something," they can figure out how to help him get around without being spotted.
Yee.
Learning from the triplets.
Mhm. Does anyone want to roll one more insight on Dave?
Yeah,
Yes. Dirty 27 from James.
nice.
Nice. And a 19. Yeah.
I'm so jittery.
uh, hmm. How to differentiate. Both of you can tell that he's kind of a little bit sad about the whole idea of, like, if he's a rabbit, he's going to potentially be mistaken for being in cahoots with Rara, which he very much doesn't want. Um, but I mean, Ajax, you know that Rylin was his favorite. He is a little sad about the idea of, having to
Yeah,
rework this design around what maybe he would have been fine with, just so that he is not confused with being aligned with serial killer.
yeah.
Mhm.
Poor guy.
Hmm.
James kind of tilts his head and goes, I mean, if we stick around after we get rid of Rara, maybe Ajax could give you back the ears at some point.
He sort of just shrugs.
Mm.
James
He's
kind of shrugs
very,
back, like,
yeah. Riding off of that 27, he's a little bit indifferent, like, still in the mindset of, like, this isn't really, like, his body. He's not super attached to it. This is just something he's using. This is his mindset.
Mhm.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten attached to the body yet. Hasn't been in it long enough.
Hmm.
James just kind of goes, fair enough.
Yeah. I, I do think Ajax, who is best friends forever with one of the security clowns, does go, should we tell the security clowns about him when he's in working order, obviously, so they don't like freak out seeing him if they stumble upon him?
Yeah. Um, considering the fact that Jackie had a really bad reaction to um a friend that happened to look like someone else. Uh yeah, we should probably let them know. They're not going to tell management about this, but we should let them know.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
James nods.
Dave
You okay with
nods.
that, big guy?
Yeah, he nods.
Yeah. Uh, I think Dave is the one who least wants to consider the possibility of him getting attacked by clowns.
He very much would not like to be attacked by another animatronic.
Mm-hmm. Keep all of the angst, well, all of the violence on the down low.
Mhm.
Or aimed in the right direction. At Rara.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Exactly. Good point.
Yeah. I think Ajax is gonna be like, so if there's like a group chat for people who are in on Rara, can you invite me to that?
Yeah, I could do that.
Thanks.
Yes, we're now having a group chat.
Oh boy.
Ajax is full of great ideas.
Who all is in that group
Yep.
chat at this point?
I think it would be Luke, Ezra.
James and Ajax.
James, Ajax, technically Nova,
Yeah.
because James would like
I
to
mean,
include Nova.
you can definitely include Nova. It's gonna be really funny from Ajax's point of view of what do you mean this random worker knows?
She's my friend. Don't worry about her.
Yeah.
She's great. I trust her.
Yeah.
I mean, Nova does get
Does
around.
Kes?
Nova does get around a lot of places, so in theory, it's
Mm-hmm.
perfectly reasonable that she would have seen something suspicious and, you know,
Yeah.
come to some
Yeah.
conclusions.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally normal.
Does Kestrel know? I'm
I
trying to
I don't
remember
know
what.
if it's been brought up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone
no.
needs to tell him so he can be in on his bestie's secret because she hasn't told him at all.
Yeah, I feel like James hasn't really talked to Kestrel since he became so sure of Rara's identity, at least not on screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
Someone
hasn't
tell him.
he hasn't told Kestrel in words necessarily. It just has made it very abundantly clear that he does not like Rose Bailey, does not trust her.
Mhm. Frankie's in the group technically, but I don't know if she could be invited to the group chat because you'd have to get the child to agree to that.
Yeah. James is kind of keeping his knowledge with Frankie on the down low because
Mhm.
he gets the impression that Frankie would rather not be known for the most part
Yeah.
because people would probably try to stop her plan. And James is fully on board with her plan.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I might ask
Yeah.
for
So.
more details about this group chat later. To
Yeah.
know what all's going on,
Wait.
but
Another funny one of like, what do you mean? No, she's talked to Luke about Rara, but she hasn't explicitly said. Has she said
Oh
she
yeah,
knows it's
yeah,
Bailey?
she hasn't explicitly said it was Bailey.
I think she did
Yeah.
mention
So
that she
Luke.
knew how it was.
Yeah,
Or
she
at
did
least had a
mention she knew who it
suspicion.
was. So Luke would understand her being in the chat. It's just Ajax who's like, what?
What Luke doesn't know is that that Bailey, not Bailey, Mother Pecker, Nova is the building. That's what Luke doesn't
Yeah.
know.
Nope. And
He's
like
not part
half
of
the
the
people.
Superstar Squad.
Yeah, half the people in this group
Yeah.
chat don't know that. Because
Yeah.
Ajax doesn't either.
Yeah. There's a Venn diagram of people who know about Bailey and people who know about Nova.
Yep.
Anyway, we should finish up so we can move the
Mhm.
bench.
Yep. Yeah, should we just zoom out on Ajax getting back to work on Dave and doing more repairs and improvements to the
Yeah,
Sendo and stuff?
yeah.
Getting down to business.
Getting down to business.
James definitely is helping with this, like just being, fetching tools, helping, making
Mhm.
sure that they're both, well equipped.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yee. Nice. Alright.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. Thanks
That
for
was super
playing.
fun. Thanks for giving us
Thanks,
something to
audience,
riff
for
off on.
listening. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.